Hello and welcome to iExamB. Embrace the iExamB learning experience to prepare 50% faster. I'm Dr. Sini Shibu, and in this video, I'm going to talk about operators in C++. C++ gives you a range of operators to be used in programming. You could have arithmetic operators, assignment operators, relational operators, logical operators, unary operators, bitwise, ternary, scope resolution, pointer or reference, and size of operators. The arithmetic operators are used to perform arithmetic operations on variables and data. For example, if you have A and B as 10 and 3, A plus B will yield 13. If you have A minus B, it would be 7. If you give A cross B, the value would be evaluated as 30, and if it is A by B, the answer would be 3. If you are doing A mod B, the answer would be 1. A mod operator is used to find out what is the remainder when a division takes place. So here 10 divided by 3 leaves remainder 1, and that is what the value of A mod B would be. A special note that you have to take care that 9 by 2 will yield 4, but if it is 9.0 by 2, it would be 4.5. So what you have to take into consideration is if any of the operand is a float value, then the answer would be in float, but if both are integer, the answer would be in integer. Let us now look into assignment operators. These are used to assign values to variables. In this example, we have two variables A and B of the integer type. A is assigned the value of 15 and B is assigned the value of 3 with the assignment operator. So A gets value 15 and B gets value 3. You could even have shortcut forms for operators of assignment. For example, a plus equal to would be equivalent to A is equal to A plus B. A minus equal to would be equivalent to A is equal to A minus B. So if we look at the values of A in all these cases, A will get the value 3 when B is assigned to it. A will get a value of 18 in this second case. Similarly, A will be 12, A will be 45, A will be 5, and A will be 0 in this case. You could do the calculations and see whether you are able to find out the assignment operators and how they function in this example. The relational operators are used to check the relationship between two operands. For example, if A is 15 and B is 3, A double equal to B will be false. A double equal to is an equality check. The not equal to is given by the exclamation mark and the equal to sign. So A not equal to B would be true. A greater than B is true. A less than B is false. A greater than equal to B is true, and A less than equal to B would be false. Logical operators are used to check whether an expression is true or false. So you have the operator of logical AND given by double ampersand, logical OR given by the double pipe, and the logical NOT, which is the exclamation mark. So the meaning of the logical AND would be it would be true only if both expression 1 and expression 2 are true. The logical OR says that it would be true if either expression 1 or expression 2 is true, and the logical NOT says that it would be true if the expression is false and vice versa. C++ also has unary operators. It has the unary plus, the unary minus, the increment, the decrement operator, the logical complement operator, the dereference operator, and the address of operator as the unary operators. Unary operator takes only one operand for evaluation. The bitwise operators in C++ are used to perform operations on individual bits. So you could do the bitwise complement, left shift, right shift, bitwise and bitwise inclusive or bitwise exclusive or in C++. The ternary operator or the conditional operator is the shorthand for the if-then-else statement. The syntax would be variable equal to expression question mark expression 1 colon expression 2 semicolon. So here, if expression is true, expression 1 is assigned to the variable. If the expression is false, then expression 2 is assigned to the variable. So in this example, A is equal to 5 greater than 3 question mark 8 colon 10 semicolon. Since 5 is greater than 3 is true, hence A will be assigned the value of 8. There are certain C++ specific operators. For example, the scope resolution operator accesses a global variable or a class's static member or namespace member. The size of operator returns the size in bytes of a data type or variable. The new or delete operator dynamically allocates or deallocates memory on a heap. The arrow operator accesses the member of an object through a pointer to it. And the dot operator is the member access operator. It accesses a member of an object directly, not through the pointer. This table shows the precedence of operators. So if you have multiple operators in an expression, then depending upon their precedence, they will be evaluated. Make sure that you know about the common precedence of operators. Let us now look into certain MCQs in relation to operators in C++. In this first question, you have to predict the output of the following C++ code. Here, A is assigned the value of 5 and B is assigned the value A++, A, and A plus 1. Then we are outputting the value of B. You have to give the output. So here, first of all, A++ is evaluated as 5 plus 1, which is 6. Again, 6 plus 1 will yield 7 and that value is stored in A. And finally, B is evaluated as A plus 1 and hence B gets the value 8. So here the correct answer is 8. Have a look at this question. Here we have two variables A and B assigned values 5 and 3. First of all, A is assigned the value of A XOR B. Then B is assigned the value of A XOR B, and finally A is also assigned the value of A XOR B. Then we are outputting the values of A and B. You have to predict what would be the output. So in this question, first of all, we have to know that this is a classic example of XOR swap. So if we do the XOR in the bitwise form, we get 101 XOR 011, which is equal to 110. So A is going to be assigned the value of 6. In the next statement, we would be performing 110 XOR 011, which would yield 101. So B will get the value of 5. And finally, A gets the value of 110 XOR 101, which is 011, which evaluates to 3. Hence, the answer here would be 3 and 5. See how XOR has been used here to exchange the values between two variables. Now this is a question that is related to the precedence of operators. Here A is assigned value 2, B is given value 3 and C is given value 4. And we are calculating the result as A plus B cross C by A minus B. So firstly, we need to know the precedence. In these operators, asterisk has the highest precedence. Hence 3 cross 4 will be evaluated to 12. Next precedence is of the divide operator. So 12 will be divided by 2 and the answer would be 6. The next operator would be plus. So 2 would be added to 6 to get 8 and finally the minus operator. So 8 minus 3 will yield 5. So the result that we are outputting is going to give us the output of 5. Now this is a question on ternary operators. Here we have A assigned as 1, B as 2 and C as 3. And the result is evaluated as A greater than B question mark A colon B greater than C question mark, B colon C semicolon. And finally, we are outputting the result. So first of all, A is greater than B is evaluated to be false. So we move on to the latter part of the ternary operator, and B greater than C is evaluated as false. So finally, the value of C would be stored in result. So result gets the value 3. Hence, the output of this code will be 3. In this next question, you have to predict the output assuming that we are using 4-byte int. Here you have a 10 length array and we are outputting size of array divided by size of array of 0. So here size of array would be calculated as 4 cross 10, which is equal to 40, and the size of array 0 would be 4 bytes. Hence the answer here is going to be 40 divided by 4, which is equal to 10. With that, we come to the end of this video. I hope you got a good understanding of operators in C++. Have a great learning experience with iExamB, and thank you for watching.